Research suggests that around 40% of your happiness is completely under your control right now. Not luck. Not money. Just simple daily choices. And you're probably ignoring them right now. Here's the thing: some people with nothing seem genuinely happy, while others with everything feel miserable. I'm about to show you exactly why and the one habit that research consistently ranks at the top. It comes down to three things: gratitude, meaningful connections, and purpose. But here's what most people get wrong: they're chasing the kind of happiness that fades in weeks instead of the kind that actually lasts. I'm going to show you the difference, give you 5 habits you can start today, and explain why your brain is literally wired to benefit from them. First, 30 seconds on what happiness actually is, because we've been thinking about it completely wrong. I'm here to break down the psychology behind what actually works, not the just think positive garbage, but the research-backed stuff that genuinely changes how you feel. In the next 10 minutes, you're getting 3 core concepts and 5 practical habits that can shift your entire baseline. Let's start with what happiness really is. 2 types of happiness, and why one fades. There are 2 kinds of happiness. Hedonic happiness, that's pleasure and enjoyment, like eating amazing food or buying something new. Then there's eudaimonic happiness, meaning, purpose, living in alignment with what matters to you. Here's the problem: most of us chase hedonic happiness because it hits instantly. You get a promotion, you're buzzing for a week. You buy new shoes, you feel great for about 3 days. Then you adapt. You need more to feel the same rush. Psychologists call this the hedonic treadmill: you're running but never actually getting anywhere. Eudaimonic happiness is different. It builds slowly, but it lasts. Training for a marathon sucks on a rainy Tuesday morning, but crossing that finish line? That feeling sticks with you for years. Volunteering at a shelter isn't always fun, but the sense of purpose? That stays. Real talk, you need both. The problem is we're addicted to the quick hit and starving for the deep satisfaction. 40% you control. There's this thing called the happiness set point. About 50% of your happiness is genetic. Some people are just wired more upbeat. About 10% is your circumstances, income, health, where you live. And 40%? That's your daily choices and habits. Let me blow your mind with this: researchers studied lottery winners. After about a year, their happiness levels returned to basically where they were before they won. Same with people who go through terrible things, most bounce back to their baseline. Your life circumstances matter less than you think. That 40% you control? That's where the real power is. It's like going to the gym for your mind. You won't see results overnight, but consistent effort compounds. Example: people who write down 3 things they're grateful for every day report significantly higher happiness after just a few weeks. That's not magic. That's your 40% at work. So don't put your happiness on pause while you wait for the perfect job or relationship. Start building it now. 3 pillars, and how to actually use them. The 3 pillars: gratitude, meaningful connections, purpose. First, gratitude. When you practice gratitude, your brain releases dopamine and serotonin. It's not about toxic positivity, it's about training your brain to see the whole picture. Here's a real example: your boss criticizes your work today. It stings. Gratitude isn't pretending it didn't hurt, it's also noticing that a coworker offered to help afterward, or that you actually learned something useful from the feedback. You're training your brain to see the complete picture, not just the negative spiral. Over time, this rewires your default mode. You don't ignore problems, you just stop drowning in them. Second, meaningful connections. The Harvard study of adult development, one of the longest happiness studies ever, found that the quality of our relationships is the single biggest predictor of happiness and health. Not money. Not success. relationships. And it's not about having a million friends. I have maybe 4 people I could call at 2 a.m. That's it. But those 4? They're worth more than 400 Instagram followers. It's about having a few deep connections where you feel seen and supported. Think about the last time you felt truly happy. I bet you weren't alone. You were laughing with someone, having a real conversation, or helping someone you care about. Third, purpose. Purpose is feeling like your life matters, like you're working towards something bigger than yourself. Viktor Frankl survived the Holocaust and wrote that even in the worst circumstances, people with purpose were more resilient. Purpose doesn't eliminate suffering, but it makes life worth living despite the hard parts. Your purpose can change over time. That's completely normal. What matters is having something that gives you a reason to get up in the morning. 5 habits to increase your happiness starting today. First, gratitude journaling. Every morning or night, write 3 specific things you're grateful for. Not my family. Write, my brother sent me a meme that made me laugh out loud today. Specificity trains your brain to notice the good details hiding in regular days. I've been doing this for 6 months and honestly, it's changed how I see my entire day. Second, acts of kindness. Do something kind once a day. Buy coffee for the person behind you. Compliment a coworker genuinely. Text a friend you miss. Research shows helping others boosts your happiness more than spending money on yourself. Last week I paid for someone's groceries behind me, cost me $12, made me feel good for 3 days. That's an insane return on investment. Third, savor positive moments. When something good happens, pause. Don't scroll past it. If your coffee tastes amazing, actually taste it. Yesterday I sat on my porch for 90 seconds just drinking my coffee and watching birds. Sound stupid, but it set my entire morning right. If the sunset is beautiful, stop walking and look at it for 30 seconds. This extends the positive emotion and trains your brain to seek more moments like it. 4. Move your body. Exercise releases endorphins, reduces stress, improves mood. You don't need to run marathons. A 20-minute walk can completely shift your day. I'm serious, when I'm in a terrible mood, a walk fixes it about 70% of the time. It's almost annoying how well it works. Fifth, limit social comparison. Comparison is happiness poison. Someone will always have more. Focus on your own progress. If Instagram makes you feel like garbage, take a break. Your mental health is worth more than scrolling. If you're wondering which habit matters most, research consistently points to meaningful connections. The others amplify it, but connection is the core. If you only do one of these this week, start with gratitude or reaching out to someone you care about. They create momentum for the rest. Real quick, what's one thing you're genuinely grateful for right now? Something big or tiny. A good meal, a friend who gets you, the fact that you're learning something new. I'll go first. I'm grateful my dog was being an absolute goofball this morning. Your turn. Drop it in the comments. I read all of them and I genuinely want to know what's bringing you joy right now. Here's what I need you to hear: happiness isn't something you find. It's something you build, one small choice at a time. You don't need to overhaul your life tomorrow. Just pick one habit from this video and try it for a week. Write down 3 things you're grateful for. Text someone you appreciate. Take a walk and actually notice your surroundings. Remember, 40% is yours. Not your circumstances. Not your luck. Yours. Life will still throw curveballs. You'll still have hard days. But when you build these foundations, gratitude, connection, purpose, you create a life that feels worth living even when it's not perfect. I'm genuinely excited for what changes when you take even one of these seriously. Now go claim that 40%. If this helped you, hit that like button. It pushes this video to more people who need it. If you're not subscribed, subscribe and turn on notifications. We've got more real psychology and self-improvement coming. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.